Spray-on tans, as expensive as they are, can be a safer alternative from tanning beds or the harsh UV rays from the sun. But there is evidence that supports it can cause cancer, vitamin D deficiency, and even cell mutation. Spray tanning should be used in moderation with natural sunlight or eliminated altogether to use safer alternatives such as tanning lotion.
Spray tanning has come a long way since the fake-looking orange color and streaky ankle days. People are able to go into a tanning salon and come out with a completely natural and realistic-looking tan. Given the fact that exposure to the tanning rays of the sun is accompanied by skin damage and an increased risk of skin cancer, these days many people are opting for a sunless tan, such as spray tanning. A clear pro when considering spray-on tans is the artificial colorant does not cause damage to the skin as UV rays from the sun can. Spray-on tans also provide an even coverage, which looks much more natural than an angry red sunburn on the shoulders and across the nose. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, the most effective sunless tanning products contain dihydroxyacetone, also known as DHA, as the active ingredient. DHA is a colorless chemical derived from the glycerin that interacts with the amino acids in dead skin cells to produce a brown color change. DHA is not absorbed through the skin into the body and it has no known toxicity. DHA was first discovered by the Germans in the late 1920s when DHA spilled on the skin and produced a brown color. DHA has been listed with the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, since 1973 and has been used in cosmetic preparations for almost 30 years. Dr. Nick Lowe, a consultant dermatologist, and many other scientists believe that DHA chemical in spray tans is safe, although advised not to inhale it. He also states that there is no direct evidence that DHA can increase the risk of cancer, but there is evidence that sunbathing does. Organizations such as the American Academy of Dermatology and the Canadian Dermatology Association state that spray tanning is a much safer alternative than sunbathing under the harsh UV rays or the use of tanning beds. Spray-on tan, recently named as a safer alternative to tanning under ultraviolet lights, have posed concern under medical experts. There are debates whether or not this so-called tan is safe without harm. Scientists question the main chemical DHA that is in spray tans. It has been reported by a panel of American medical experts that tests on live animals have proven that DHA can produce severe DNA damage, which is also linked to cancer. In the 1970s, the American Food and Drug Administration approved DHA in tanning creams and gels for cosmetic use, but spray tanning wasn't even around then. The FDA told ABC News it never could have envisioned the chemical's use in spray tan back in the 1970s and says DHA should not be inhaled or ingested today. It tells consumers on its website the use of DHA in tanning booths as an all-over spray has not been approved by the FDA. Although this new technique gives a more natural-looking tan, it increases the ability of possibly inhaling the chemical DHA or having it make contact with the mucous membranes in the eyes and mouth. It is this absorption that is dangerous, and Dr. Lynn Goldman states that this chemical DHA has the potential of causing mutation by changing the DNA in living cells. Although the only proof to this belief is on individual animal and bacterial cells rather than humans, scientists are not so much worried about the reaction on the skin that creates the tan, but more so what is happening deeper down within the living cells. This could change the DNA, causing mutation, and has the potential of causing lung cancer. Constant inhalation of this chemical has the ability to worsen asthma and cause multiple lung diseases. But because spray tanning is still very new, scientists and experts cannot determine the long-term effects of the DHA and may have unforeseen consequences. Dr. Ray Panettiere, a toxicologist and lung specialist at the University of Pennsylvania's Perelman School of Medicine, says that these compounds could get into the bloodstream and actually promote the development of cancers and malignancies. Prior to the FDA release this year of its 1999 report to ABC News, the tanning industry and even many of the field of dermatology thought DHA only interacted with proteins in the outer protective layers of the skin, also called the stratum corneum, where the skin cells are already dead and where DHA could pose no health risk. However, in the report released to ABC News, FDA scientists concluded that DHA does not stop at the outer layers of skin. Researchers should, however, not just be concerned about the potential for lung cancer, but also other health effects such as birth defects. Spray tanning should be used in moderation with natural sunlight or eliminated altogether to use safer alternatives such as tanning lotion. Before calling and making an appointment for a spray tan or driving down to the beach and laying in the sun all day, opt instead for using the creams, gels, or lotions at home. This way there is no risk of inhalation of DHA and no risk of sun damage and skin cancer. Before making the decision to get a spray tan, go through these pros and cons. 1. Don't be tricked by new advertisements and marketing saying all natural or organic, because these products still usually contain the chemical DHA. 2. Do-it-yourself spray tans at home is the best option as long as you do it in a well-ventilated area. The shower is not a good place because there's no fresh air and it can make you cough or sneeze. And finally, number 3, DHA is not harmful unless you get it inside the body. So as long as you wear necessary protections over your nose, mouth, and eyes, spray tanning is safe to use in moderation. So the biggest question is vanity versus health. After going through these pros and cons, it is up to you to decide between convenience and cost versus health risks and appearance.